Folks, appreciate y'all chiming in, hanging out with me. Hit that like button for me wherever you are on the different platforms. Definitely appreciate you. Hit them reactions for me, hype button. The majority of what you're hearing is the Mercury X. Literally only things else on is the Empress compressor and the ToneX ones. The ToneX ones are running just a JHS color box, so it's not coloring the sound too much. But this is not just a reverb pedal, this is a multi-effects pedal. Feel free to chime in and ask questions. This preset pack will be out today. You feel me? All these sounds, if you got a Mercury X, planning on getting one, will be available to you on the Patreon. So don't worry. So let's jump into it. So if you haven't already, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate you guys chiming in, hanging out with me as usual. So of course today we're working, we'll be kind of showcasing the Mercury X here in the preset pack that I'll be releasing this afternoon. All right, let's get to it. Here's some of them reactions for me, guys, and hype button, like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. But let's rock and roll. So when I was creating this pack, I didn't just put together a bunch of ambient sounds. You know, a lot of times when you're seeing the Mercury X, you're seeing it in more of an ambient platform. You know, it's not really showing you much of what it can do for a bass, right? So one of the first patches, first presets I'm gonna showcase is the actual Bass Negus preamp preset on here. It's actually two of them. One of them this one colors your sound a bit, and the other one just gives you some very nice clarity to your sound. So first up, this is my bass with just the Empress compressor, and that's just running a 2-to-1 ratio on the compression, and I have the color box V2 on the ToneX ones. Mind you, let's not forget, guys, I just released, I think it's like 8 or 9 packs for the ToneX one. I just released the version 2 packs of a lot of preamps, and I did the combination preamps of the color box plus other preamps, like the color box plus the Ampeg SGT, all in one tone model. And in those packs, I also gave you a free IR of a Fender Bassman Neo 115, which is their Pro Series cabinet. I have it right here. It's one of my favorite cabinets in the world, and I actually mic'd that up with a condenser mic and an SM57 on the horn, so you got a lot of clarity in that IR, and it's the primary IR I use on my ToneX ones when I'm using IR. So check that out when you get a chance. They're all on the Patreon, just like this pack will be available later on today. But this is just the Empress and my bass. Here's with the ToneX ones on a right. All right, so we kick on the preset here. Bass Negus preamp. Without it. With it. So as you can see, it just adds a nice amount of clarity to your sound. Right where you need it too. Without it. terms of getting that to cut through a mix, this thing does an amazing job. Right? Kick it on. And as you can see, even in moments like that, when you might be slapping or popping or doing double thumb type of things, you're going to get tons and tons of clarity, you know, without even changing your EQ. While still not changing the tonality of your bass. It's just literally enhancing versus all those same elements are there, but the way I have this preset set up is where it brings out those little details in the things you're doing while you're playing. So whether it be chordal type of things, which allow you to versus without it. With it. And I think this is like probably the most important preset that I've did in the pack. This one and the other one, you know, that's that same characteristic. Let me pull up the other one real quick. Honestly, don't remember where it is. Oh, there it is. There it is. So this one colors your sound even less. So this is Negus Preamp 2. And if you got to listen closely for the detail it adds, because I didn't, one of them I have, so it adds a bit of just a touch of saturation to your sound, just like enhances like very sweetly. This one is just your actual bass sound, but with all the details enhanced. And as you can hear, it just slightly adds more clarity to your sound, while not, you know, those unnecessary bass frequencies aren't there, you know. And then you also are you're going to punch right through with a band, even with your same. You see, this one doesn't really even change your value. And it really brings out that piano texture in these strings. Versus here, it's still there, but when you get to playing with a band, those little details like that are going to help you cut through and stand out. And like even when you go to do your licks and your fills and different things, your solos, it'll help you stand out a bit more. And with these presets, let's go back to the other one real quick. I even included, if you hit the modifier, I still included reverb, so you can solo and do all that stuff, all your chordal stuff. Hit the modifier switch. Now you're back to your dry bass sound. So So even those details, that detail in that sound is crazy. Versus same EQ, didn't have to really do much, and it still gives you plenty of the detail, and it gives you that extra bit of saturation to the sound, just really bringing your bass sound to life. So again, you know, don't sleep on this unit in terms of it being a multi-effects unit. Definitely appreciate you chiming in. Thank you. Appreciate that. So let's go on to some other presets we got here. The first one I had you guys listening to was I have some filter settings in here for you guys to get you some nice and modulation settings just for bass. You feel me? So of course we're this is a reverb pedal. Don't get me wrong. I do have plenty of reverb and ambient settings. I got settings for just your solo or, you know, less extreme settings for things. I have the whole gambit in this preset pack. It is 34 or 35 presets in it. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but that nasty bass sound. Ah, dirty. Come on now, that's a reverb pedal. That's crazy. That's crazy, a reverb pedal. You would never, and this is why I say the Mercury X, Enzo X, and just the Meris Series X pedals in general. What an amazing value for $600. I mean, I'm not lying to you guys when I say it's hands down the best reverb pedal, reverb algorithms. Just they sound massive. We ain't even got there yet. But the fact that you can create amazing vowel sounds like that, believe it or not, that's not even a filter. It's not even a filter. Just nasty, not even a filter. So next up, and that's the Negus Twin. I named it Twin Filter because I designed that sound after the baseballs, Electro-Harmonix baseball sound. And, you know, it's just a fun sound to play around with. Here's the Negus Tape Shift. This is more of a So this particular one even includes things like, you know, the freeze function on there. So I can easily freeze those chords. Because this pedal not only functions as a reverb pedal, functions as a delay pedal, functions as a octaver pedal, as you can hear the octaves, right? And it even gives you the ability to split the octaves into different things. You get modulations, some amazing filters, and on top of all of that, you get preamps that function as drives, and then you get modifiers to control all these different things, right? So sometimes this pedal for some players kind of gets a little confusing, especially for you like newer players or musicians that are not versed in effects very much, and it can get overwhelming. But I don't want you guys not to have access to amazing sounds. That's why one of the reasons why I started creating preset packs is, you know, pedals like this can be overwhelming. You know, they can seem like it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But once you learn things, and if you take the time to really explore and a lot of times just see what's possible with them, you can really get some incredible stuff out of them. So here's a function. This Mercury X replaces a lot of pedals, not just reverb pedals. It can replace all your delay pedals. It can replace your freeze pedals as well. This is an example of that. So I forgot to mention that I am triggering the Mercury X with a MIDI foot switch here. So I am triggering this hold and modifier through MIDI. This is a full MIDI in and out pedal. So has a full 5-pin MIDI jacks in and out. So you can do like I'm doing where I'm controlling parameters, or you can also control presets via MIDI for this as well. So, and you also have an expression pedal built in to it, and you can trigger that with MIDI as well. So just freeze function, right? So now you got your freeze function on there. You can still and you can, oh, that's amazing. It just gives you so many options in terms of, and it saves you a ton of money. Things like you won't have to buy a deep freeze or a, you know, MXR layers, for instance. You don't have to buy drive pedals. It can handle that. The filters in here are some of the best I've ever heard for anything. The same filters. Two of the filters are are available in the Enzo X as well. So the ladder and state variable filters, which are very warm analog sounding filters. But here's a Negus Steam. I wanted a preset that sounded like, that kind of felt like, you ever walk down the street on a really hot day and see like, it's not really steam, but you see like the heat coming up off of the ground. That's pretty much the effect I wanted. And see, you know, one of the benefits of buying a preset pack is you don't have to try to spend hours or a whole bunch of time trying to recreate these. You just grab them in the preset pack, save yourself some time. So I even, like I said, I have effects in here that are just, very bass setup, very bass specific type effects. So things like a nice chorus. So very nice chorus sound even. That was Negus 79 chorus. Let's see what we got here. Feel free to ask questions about the pedals, you know what I'm saying? About this pedal and the preset pack, that's what we're focusing on today, if you haven't noticed. Anything that's not focused on that, I'm not even going to respond to anymore. Anytime people jump on and you just start, you try and take me off topic, I'm pretty much just going to ignore you. So, So this one is the Negus Wow Delay, because I couldn't fit delay, Wow Delay. But so you have your dry sound when you first turn on the preset. Then when you hit the hold modifier, and I kind of designed this for each preset for people that may not have like a whole MIDI setup, and it's just you might just have the pedal and operating everything from the pedal. So a lot of things like this preset some of them, like the Negus preamp and this preset, will have the reverb sound on the hold modifier, attached to the hold modifier. That way, during the show, if you want reverb, you don't even have to switch patches. You know what I'm saying? You can just RAB on that patch and then add the reverb when you need the solo or... And as you can hear, it does delay very well. And fun fact, a lot of your favorite effects are delay. A lot of the modulations, pitch shifting, filters are even made with delay. So, that's a fun fact I learned from the folks over at Meris. Even got things like the envelope filter. So even got some nice. Told you guys I don't use it just like a. Yeah. Why is this reverb pedal so amazing at bass effects? I don't know, but I think that's a huge advantage over having to buy 3, 4, 5, 6 pedals. This Mercury X by itself, I know it's $600, but trust and believe, it'll be some of the best $600 you ever spent on an effects pedal. You're gonna get some of the best filters, some of my favorite filters. I mean, it literally replaced all my filter pedals. So the Electro Harmonics blurs, the Electro Harmonics bass balls. It replaced the Source Audio Spectrum as well. And on top of that, it replaced a Zoom MS-60B Plus, a TC Electronic Plethora X1, HX1 by Line 6. So that's 6 pedals right there that I spent well over what I spent for this. And, so basically it replaced all my delay pedals, reverb pedals, drive pedals as well. What else? And got rid of the deep freeze and the MXR layers as well. So we talking about like 8 pedals. We talking about 8 pedals that the one pedal has replaced, and didn't just replace it, excelled over top of those pedals. So the sound quality in the Meris pedals is top notch. Like, it sounds as good as anything else you've ever heard. Another filter. It's like it just keeps getting funkier and funkier. Even the envelope filters, you know what I'm saying? And this is not, I'm just reminding you guys, these are, none of these are stock presets. You really have to know what you're doing to get these envelope sounds dialed in like that. Times, it took a lot of experimentation. And it's not because the unit isn't easy to use, it's just because it's a learning curve. I had to learn things about how to shape filters and manipulate filters and excuse me, other effects to get these presets out. That's funk. Some bit crushing in there now. Listen to the width of that. So you're even getting effects like bit crushing, tape saturation. You can control tape age, tape warble. All this stuff is the Mercury X. I haven't changed any other pedal since we started the video, period. Like even from the intro, only thing I've changed is the Mercury X. Literally that entire effect is the Mercury X. It even gets funky with the bit crusher. So, you know, these are things that just instantly make this a much more valuable unit to you. You know, if you don't, a lot of people are not even showcasing these things to you guys. So a lot of times as bassists, we tend to stay away from complicated, or not even complicated. It's not complicated. It's just, you're not used to having so many options. That's what it really is with the Mercury X. Like most pedals are so limited, and this one has so many possibilities. You have to get used to it. It took me some time to create this preset pack, but that's why you have people like me that create preset packs, so you don't have to spend all these hours. You can actually spend more time playing, just downloading the preset pack from the Patreon, which will be out this afternoon. It's already ready to go. We're just getting this pre-launch going here. So, you know, showcasing a few sounds. So here's another vibrato, Negus vibrato preset I created. Very subtle. Just to give you some nice vibrato without giving, you know, without being overbearing. And even when you're using things like, say I wanted to use the something like the POG 2 on that, I mean the POG 3, excuse me. Still got your reverb there, so you can do something like so you got even your general bass effects. I kind of already went ahead and designed a lot of different textures in terms of that for you with each individual modulation on here. Even things like the tremolo. Give you that on the regular bass. And, you know, I designed a lot of these where they'll be effective on bass. You notice that doesn't come in right away. So I take into account, this is one of the benefits of buying a preset pack made by a bassist, if you're a bassist. You know what I'm saying? The effects are we know what it's like to lay down foundation, right? And we know that's our primary job. So even when we're using effects, we don't want those effects to get in the way of that primary foundation. I find when you have tremolo on like that, and it's just on, it's on at the, like at that depth, it doesn't always, when you pluck, those aren't always clear. And if you play faster lines, it's not really clear. But notice I haven't turned the effect off. If I hold that note a little longer, now you heard that? Nice and clear, but if I just hold just a little longer, you know, the effect will come in. So it's kind of like knowing how to allow these effects to come through when you need them to, but also have them not be in the way. So that's one thing that this preset pack will definitely help you out with. And that's Negus Tremolo. Negus choir verb here. Now you see how you hit that modulation, hold modifier switch. Helps you fill it out. So gave you a few kind of options like that as well, where the effect just kind of stays out of your way when you need it to, and when you want it to be a little bit more, you know, noticeable. Hold modifier pretty much allows you to do that a lot of the time. It's not always set up that way, but a lot of the times. Here's another one. I'm using like nice studio hall setting. And as you noticed, a lot of these reverbs, I designed them where you can still play in your low register, but not have the reverb get in the way of that. And that's super important on bass, because when you go to play things, you're not always in the upper register. And even when you are, you're still getting a good amount of bass. You know, this is still in the bass register. It's just the upper bass register. Right? And you want that, you want your reverbs and stuff to stay out of that way, along with the delays as well. Hit the whole modifier switch. So this one is like a studio hall setting here. This one I like to call Negus Stars. This is what I would imagine going through space would sound like. Shooting stars and just weird noises. And this one, I am using the freeze function with the whole modifier on this one. Come on, what other reverb pedal is even close? Told you we was gonna get to these ambient sounds now. You know they here. Hit them reactions for me, folks, and hit that like button if you haven't already. I definitely appreciate it. It helps me out tremendously. But again, this pack will be out within a matter of a couple hours from now. All these different presets in here. This one just a nice room. So just a nice reverb, doesn't get in your way when you're playing things. And that's the other thing, you know, sometimes we get a pedal like this and we always want to go to the utmost extreme settings, not knowing a setting like that will be one you'll use more practically, more often. You know what I'm saying? Still a great room. That room is nice. Another chorus. So beautiful chorus, another beautiful chorus setting. And again, this is what I'm saying about this unit. It should not be this amazing. Like, for it to be a reverb pedal, it should not be covering this much stuff for bass. And the crazy part is, it's not, yes, they intentionally made a great pedal, but this pedal is not just designed for bass. You can use this for keys, trumpet, sax. I would recommend this pedal for every single instrument out. Anybody that wants to get in, that wants the highest quality effects, don't want to have to buy a whole bunch of stuff, but you're learning your way, but you at the same time you need something that's gonna last. This is top of the line right here. This is top of the line reverbs, delays, like nothing else sounds like the Mercury X. Soon as you hear it, you're like, I know that magical sound. It's the Mercury X. Oh, I was meant to do this like this. Let me scroll. Mind you, I'm changing the presets with my foot here. Trying to see where else I want to go. This is called Cosmic. This pedal definitely makes me feel like I'm in outer space somewhere. I don't know why, but it definitely does. And these settings, like these ambient settings, work on any instrument. Even if I was to switch to, for instance, if I was to do some synth, even play keys with them. This is Negus strings. So the string sound itself is done with the Enzo X. That's actually the Enzo X. Add the Mercury X. And that same effect is available here on my bass. That pitch shifting is insane. So that one I call strings. And I do tend to use it with the Enzo X string sound. And that's it, just sustaining the string sound. So the Enzo X is off. Nothing's coming from the Enzo X right now. That's just the freeze function. And the pitch shifting, reverb, the modulation, the preamp, all that stuff is on there. Listen how beautiful that is. The pitch shifting delay, you can create pitch shifting delay, pitch shifting reverb, any type of reverb and delay for the most part you can create with this thing in some way, shape, or form. At least all the ones you're going to get from units like a Line 6 HX1, what else? MS-70 CDR Plus, a TC Electronic Plethora X1 or any of the X3, X5, all those. Man, this is crazy pedal. So even with the Enzo X, this is that cosmic setting. Same cosmic setting, but with a synth running through it. Which is the Meris Enzo X. And I could just freeze that, have that beautiful texture. I could still play my bass sound through it if I wanted to. Just beautiful texture. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Let's take that off. Nice room. Another one. You need a couple different room types. You hear that nice bucket brigade delay. So, like I said, even your delays, your reverbs, you know, your compression, limiting, diffusion effect, swells, so freeze, you got preamp types, you got filters, you know, and the filters are not just low pass, they're low pass, band pass, and high pass filters. Variations of each of those filters, you know, the topology of them is what they call them and what they're called. And so you also have the modulation. The modulation section in there is very nice as well. So you're getting a ton of effects, even though it's $600. You're getting some of the best effects you'll ever use in here. This one is actually called EP Room. It's actually designed for this synth. So without it, that's all the sound is doing itself. Let's make it just short. Right? So that's all the sound's gonna do. Right? So you get those type of sounds, but let me see, put it on the bass. It just sounds like you're in like a massive room. But that's, I use that for various effects type things. But I specifically designed it with that sound there in mind. See what else we got here. Got a setting for an organ sound set up here that I use with the POG 3. The POG 3 you can play with MIDI as well. And I have that, the Enzo X and the Mercury X all set up to work as an organ synth type thing. That organ type of Leslie type effect is coming from the Mercury X. So just so we can see what it sounds like on bass. Let's do that with a bit of pad work here. So you got that Leslie type effect, and all that's so this is what the sound sounds like without it, with just the POG 3. Right, just getting in that organ territory. Kick on that Mercury X. And I actually do play organ, so I tried to have that tremolo effect kick on in the same like ramp up how a Leslie does. Like a Leslie doesn't just go from slow to fast. It's a mechanical mechanism that's making it spin, the rotor spin on the inside. So when you have that, it shouldn't just go from slow to fast. It's still tremolo right now, but so, you know, having options like that, you pretty much got like a Leslie sound available to you now for your bass, without giving you too much of the grittier sound of the organ Leslie. So yeah, another one. This one is organ 2. Got a couple different organ settings in there. Oh. Now this is all the Mercury X. This is what it sounds like without it. What's going on, folks? Appreciate you chiming in. Feel free to ask questions about the Mercury X and the preset pack and all that good stuff if you have any questions. You know, I definitely appreciate that. And I appreciate the gift. Thank you. Definitely means a lot. Lonesome Woes. No, I'm in I'm right outside of Washington, D.C. So I'm in that area. But I actually, if any of you guys are happen to attend NAMM or interested in NAMM, the trade show, I'll be there in on later this month, and I'll be live streaming from NAMM as well. So, but yeah, the pitch shifting, all of that. Come on now. Come on now. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's Crystal. So Mercury X just keeps getting better. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's the easiest way to keep up with me. And if you want to support the channel, Patreon. This, along this preset pack, along with all my other preset packs will be available or are available on the Patreon. This will be available in about an hour or two on the Patreon. But you got the Future Impact V4 VIP. Got that preset pack. The Enzo X has a preset pack, and I'm coming out with a bass effects version of that as well. So it'll be eventually be 2 Enzo X packs on there. You got preset packs for the MS-70 CDR Plus, the MS-60B Plus, the Zoom B6, the Source Audio C4 synth, and got 11 different version 1 preamp packs for the ToneX 1, and I just released another 9 version 2 preamp packs for the ToneX and ToneX 1, ToneX pedals and software. So you can check all that stuff out, and some of the packs, like 4 or 5 of the packs, are the JHS color box plus other preamps together. So the color box plus the Ampeg SGT, or the color box plus the Jens Benz Shuttle 9, or color box plus the Gensler Magellan. You get the point. Aguilar, AG, all those are covered in there. So definitely check out those combination packs as well as the individual packs for those preamps on Patreon. So we almost through here. Let's keep it moving. So that will be crystal setting, picture, or picture 2 rather. Yeah, these preset packs definitely will allow you to save a ton of time. You guys have no idea how long these took me, you know what I'm saying, to create. Because for one, I don't just throw a pack together and then give it to you guys. If you notice, I've been doing videos and spending hours and hours with the Mercury X and doing live streams the last few weeks since I've got it. And I've really already understood the user interface, because if you've been following me, you know the Enzo X, I've done quite a few videos on that, and it's the same user interface made by the same company, even in the same format pedal, you know what I'm saying? So I was already familiar kind of how to use it, and then I just wanted to spend some time digging into the different parts of the pedal to make sure that you guys were getting the best presets I possibly could produce. And so, you know, I don't like getting you guys a preset pack and then, you know, find out new stuff or different stuff I could have did, and, you know, but inevitably I'm gonna have to create a pack too. So I will create a Mercury X pack too as well, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So this is calm. This is a setting I feel like is very calming. So very ambient, calming sound. You know what I'm saying? Just very calming, you know. So, very calming, gentle sound. And what else? So this one is called vowel verb. You know, it's just kind of like talks to you if you're paying attention close enough in the background. But already went over strings. Another bass sound. This one's based off of Pony. So definitely has a nice talking texture to it. Dream End. Nice big reverb. So you can easily solo over that texture or whatever you would like to do. And again, that freeze is attached to the hold modifier button here. Another one of those beautiful reverb settings. This is Spectrum. I actually have two different Spectrum settings on here, but I just forgot to name them different. Not gonna lie. Another Leslie type setting. Negus well. So you got different, options here for sure. Just beautiful. The stuff you can do with this unit is just, it's not even matched. And not only that, but you still, I left enough, I didn't want to give you too many presets to where it overwhelms, or it doesn't leave you enough space to create your own. But, part of the reason I create the preset packs is to make sure that, there's possibilities with these pedals. And, as I'm exploring them and I'm creating these different presets, it pretty much, it helps younger players or newer players or people that aren't as experienced with complicated or intricate. I don't know why I keep saying complicated, because that makes it sound intimidating. It's not complicated. It's more so it takes some time to learn, and you really have to know what you're doing with effects in order to do anything with any pedal, for real, to get the best out of any pedal. So, you get to kind of skip that line with the Mercury X or pedals like the Future Impact when you buy my preset packs. You know what I'm saying? So that hopefully these have shown you some of the potential things you could pull off by getting a Mercury X. And, and like I said, when you get your Mercury X, come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? And get that from the Patreon. Like I said, the Mercury X pack will be out in about an hour from now. So if you go to sign up on the Patreon, you'll get a notification when it's released and all that good stuff. As well as I'm coming out with a bass effects pack for the Enzo X. And I just released 9 different preamp packs or tone model preset packs, whatever, for the ToneX pedal or software. And, including those combinations of the color box plus other bass preamps together. So color box, SGT color box, Aguilar AG preamp, and so forth, so on. And so basically in one preset, you're getting 2 preamps, just one of those combinations, a color box and an Ampeg SGT. That's already $900. This is about $450. Well, yeah, this is color box is $450. Ampeg SGT is another $400. You know what I'm saying? So that's $850 plus the tax. You feel me? And you still got to deal with the size of these versus the size of a ToneX 1 or a ToneX pedal. And with a ToneX pedal, which if you buy through the link in the description, helps out the channel a lot. Buying the ToneX pedals through the description link definitely helps the channel. But in this little small platform, I have access to 20 different presets. You know what I'm saying? And these are around 170, 179, something like that, 180. So that compared to $850 for just the color box and Ampeg SGT, You know what I'm saying? The preset pack is a total steal. Getting the ToneX 1 and getting the preset pack is an absolute steal. Not only that, you're not stuck with that. You can still go on, if you buy the other preset packs, you know what I'm saying, you'll have access to the different combinations of things like the color box and the Gensler Magellan. So check out all these different preset packs. They're over on the Patreon. If you want to support the channel more, you can do that through the Patreon. I definitely appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Make sure you hit that like button and the hype button, and you know, feel free to super chat, cash app, all that good stuff. I greatly appreciate you all just hanging out with me. It means the world to me. And if you haven't already, go and sign up on the Patreon. You can sign up for $1 or $5 a month, and you can even sign up for free over on the Patreon. So make sure you check all that out, and I'll catch you guys later. This has been another episode of All Bass Creations, Effects, Tutorials, Demos, and Review. I am the Bass Negus, Negus. You can find me on all social media platforms at the Bass Negus, Negus. Check out my music on allbasscreations.bandcamp.com. And if you're interested in some of the used pedals that I'm selling on reverb.com, the link is in the profile of my YouTube page. So